I'm grateful to Silveira House for making this opportunity possible. But I'm going to surprise you because I'm not going to talk about my political party. The reason I'm not going to do that is because I actually think this event is bigger than that. I think it's not about political parties. I don't think it's about our manifestos either. And let me tell you why. So I've traveled the country and seen the state of both our infrastructure and our people, more importantly. And the question that haunts me is why? That's the question that haunts me. Why has it happened? You know, we are in a building like this. We tend to live life through what we experience, and what we experience is not always representative of what is important. So in a building like this, you appreciate the walls and the roof because if it rains, when it's cold outside, that's what protects you. But for the walls and the roof to be in place, there is a foundation, which is not visible. You stand on it, you walk on it, you don't actually experience it, but you appreciate the wall and the roof. I think that something has happened to our country which is about the foundation, and it's not about what we are likely or inclined to appreciate, which is visible, which you can touch and smell. So the question I think we have to ask ourselves is, why has this happened? And further than that, we have to take personal responsibility for the answer. It's actually not about ZANU, to be honest with you. When I drive in town, I don't experience ZANU. I experience other Zimbabweans drive in a manner that I cannot explain. When I travel in the country, I see children who are living lives which don't make sense to me. I see young people who are on substance abuse because there are no jobs, but we as a society have created a problem. And I think all of us need to ask ourselves, what has gone wrong? What is my role in it? How am I going to fix it? Not somebody else. I think that the outcome of the election, what is necessary for this country, each of us individually know. And therefore it's not for me to preach to you. We know what is right. But why is it that we don't do it? As I've campaigned, I've challenged people. You know, it's fascinating. The way we behave every day, we will articulate that we don't like corruption, but the way we behave every day supports corruption. At our individual level. We say we would like a country that works with competence, but the way we behave every day supports incompetence. The way we behave every day does not support order. We like facilitation. We like to associate with VIPs. We want to wave that as a flag. To say, guess what? I know somebody who is big who can do things for me. A country doesn't work like that. If we want our country to work, we have to start with us. What country do I want? And what am I going to do about it? Not somebody else. Don't point a finger. Don't point at the people sitting here. These people are supposed to be your servants. You pay them. You're supposed to give them orders, not to look up to them. Yes. But do you know what you want? The experience I have as I've campaigned indicates that we are not prepared to take the responsibility of answering the question, what do I want? We want somebody else to come and tell us what they're going to do. My working experience was such that when you are recruiting somebody, the starting point is you defining what you want. And then you test that against what the other person or the candidates, the people who are applying for the job, You then test to see whether they understand what you want.
Yeah.
Do they understand it? Can they meet your requirements or not? We have turned it upside down. We want them to tell us. So of course, if you don't know what you want, they will take you anyway. And then you've got no right to complain. That's what we're doing. When you get out of here and drive, are you driving in a manner that you'd really like other people to drive and treat you? The answer I would like to think is no. So why are we doing it? For me, I'm struggling. I'm struggling because I'm asking these questions and I'm not sure that I've got the answer. The only answer I suppose I'm getting close to is that we, as a people, have abdicated responsibility for how we want our country to be. When we take that back and say, I know what I want, you know you will choose the right answer. But when you want facilitators, people who do you favors, as opposed to running the country properly, you'll continue to choose wrong and support what has been going on.
Yes.
Isn't it a puzzle? Zimbabwe is a Christian country by any standard. We are amongst the most educated people, not just in the sub-region, globally. And yet, incidentally, third thing is that our constitution, if you've read it, all of us, by the way, we didn't have bothered to write manifestos. We should have written one sentence only. I shall comply with the provisions of the constitution. That's all we should have said. Everything is catered for. So given those three things, a good constitution, an educated population, a Christian country, what has gone wrong? So I'm sorry I didn't sell upper to you, and I'm not going to, because I don't think that's what the answer is for where we need to go. I think the answer is in all of us being clear about what we want and then choosing a servant leader who will help us deliver what we want. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. What is your strategy for nation building and national healing?
So my view is the following. We need a leader who is going to build an administration where every Zimbabwean will see themselves reflected in how that is constituted, so that they say, this is my government, it represents me, then they will coalesce around it. That's where nation building is going to come from. When you've got an administration which you feel, when you look at it, does not look familiar to you, it's alien to you because there is nothing about it that talks to you, you are not going to coalesce around it. So the answer is very simple. We want competent people, but competence should not be an excuse for lack of inclusion. Inclusion is what's going to make people identify with the administration and say, it is my government. It is my government because I can see myself within it. And therefore, unity follows from